Okay guys, what's going on? So in this episode of Gogu Kosei, I'm going to show you exactly how I was able to transport my firearm from Massachusetts onto an airplane and into the state of Texas. So stay tuned. Disclaimer. It is your responsibility for looking up the TSA rules and regulations for transporting your handgun or any weapons from going the state that you legally own your handgun, whatever weapon that you legally possess, and taking it to another state. I am not held responsible. This is exactly what I did because I searched, I did the research, and the rules for transporting a handgun, it still applies to everybody else. So here is my Smith & Wesson M&P Shield 9mm. The rounds have been obviously removed, and both magazines are inside here. You can leave the magazine in here because there's absolutely nothing in here. This gun is 100% safe. You can squeeze the trigger, nothing is going to come out, and the magazines are completely empty. What I did here, now this is on TSA's video, their website. I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you can actually watch what is acceptable to them. And there's a few different ways you can actually transport the ammunition. I personally don't want my ammunition bouncing around inside this, so I cut, like, you get ammo in like a box of 50. I cut a section of it so that I could fit all these rounds in here. So it looks like I got about 14 rounds in there. Yeah, about 14 rounds. And I can legally carry this now. The way that this is set up is so that the primer is, it can't be that nothing's gonna bounce around in here. This is nice and tight. This is actually really inexpensive, probably around 25 bucks for this hard shell case. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link in the description below so that you can check this out if you want to get one of these yourself. I highly recommend it because you can clearly see that this is combination safe. That's not the combination. So when you turn it, it will stay locked, and it's a metal case, so it's not going to come undone easily. And you can see right here, American Airlines, firearm is unloaded, and I realized that there's this disclaimer right here that the ammunition, all ammunition, is separated from the firearm, secured in an ammunition box or container is required, so that no loose ammunition is in my baggage. You don't want any loose ammo bouncing around. And the same thing applies inside there. I see American Airlines. What they did is they put the little special tag on here. Now these rules could change at any time, so that it's absolutely your responsibility for safely transporting your handgun. So the holster that I was carrying is designed for a 9mm. I simply left this inside the bag because there's no threat, there's no danger, there's nothing. It's just leather, and it's designed to carry something, designed to carry a gun. You can just take this and put it inside there. They didn't request. I was looking for, did they want to see the holster? Did they want to see? I was trying to get every answer possible, and I simply had the holster inside the luggage. When I got to the airport, I went straight up to the American Airlines to check in, and I told them I am legally transporting a firearm, a handgun. And so the lady was like, okay. And I want to see your license to carry. I want to see your license, your driver's license. So I pulled both of them out. She looked at it, and then she said, okay, now show me that it's in a secured box and I want you to open it so that I can see that it's going to be safe to transport. So I said, sure, there's no problem with that. So I opened it up. I I pulled out the box. I didn't touch the gun. I just simply opened the container, and I revealed that the weapon is safe and it is secure. She took one look at it. All right, you're good. And then she told me to close it up. And once I closed it, I locked it. Then she put the sticker on it, and that was literally that's it. I The only thing that I had signed for was the piece of that the firearm is unloaded and that it's secure, it's safe. And then I put it back in the bag. They tagged it with a couple red tags, and then they allowed it to go. I got to the Texas airport. I saw my bag come off. I grabbed my bag. I came back to my relative's house, and um, and that was that. I was able to do that. Now, but before I even came to Texas, I wanted to say this in the beginning, but before I even came to Texas, I did the research to see if my Massachusetts license was honored in Texas. If they look at it, if I ever get stopped, if they ever um, want to ask me, if I'm carrying a handgun, then I have to just prove that I am legally carrying a handgun here. And I just want to just say thank you to the state of Texas that this is possible, because Massachusetts is a very liberal state, and they do not honor anybody's any state's license. They are the only one. It's like Massachusetts residents only can carry a gun. Anybody else, they're considered evil. It's just Massachusetts is just. I don't even want to get into it. Maybe another time. So I called the state police in this town that I was going to stay at. I was still in Massachusetts. I called them and I said, can I legally carry a gun from Massachusetts? And to my surprise, they said, you can bring it here, and you can also have it. You can have open carry, which it has to be secured on a belt, and then you have to have or you can have a concealed carry, but it must be attached to your belt. They want it secured to your person at all times, and that you have to have the proper documentation with you, on you at all times, your license to carry and your license. And so that was pretty much it. I said, okay, that works for me. So on top of me looking up, I downloaded the CCW app, and it gave me a clear map and all the rules and all the regulations where I can and cannot carry my handgun. And I made some phone calls, I watched some videos, and then boom. And guys, it does not hurt to just do some research, to make some phone calls. It doesn't take long to do, and it really pays off in the end, because I tell you what, this is Texas, and there's some crazy people down here, and God forbid that I ever have to use it, but I feel comfortable, carrying my gun around, and hopefully this will encourage you to just do your research, do your homework, and if you play by the rules, then you can still carry your gun in the states that will respect your state's license. Alright guys, if this was helpful to you, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for God, Guns, and Common Sense. Now, again, a disclaimer, you are the one who is responsible for learning all your state's laws, rules, regulations on carrying a gun legally and transporting it. And I'm just simply telling you what has worked for me, and you are responsible for everything that you do with your weapons. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.